This show is sponsored by printbymagic.com. We print directly to your bicycle playing cards.
Hello and welcome to the Magic World Review Show. I'm James Anthony and today I am reviewing this product right here. It is called Triple Helix by John Byng and Snake. Then letting you know about a product that's now back in stock and a final competition at the very end as well. So this is an anticipated product. Let's have a little look at the price of it first. So here we go. It is £36.99. Comes in a beautiful box just like this. It does look rather incredible. And let's watch a bit of the trailer and then cut to some live shots of me actually performing this as well, so that you can get a real clear view on whether this is a product for you or whether it's one you should avoid. So let's go into the trailer. So the trailer is going to start up here right now. And I'm watching over here at the screen while talking to you. So if I look over here, that's why Patrick Kunn loves it, of course. That's one of the main, probably one of the things that helps it sell most. But also the crazy visuals. Now, the first part of the trailer, he's talking about, he's just doing it once. But it then goes into doing it with a triple production of the actual box. So here we go. This is the main one. Notice how the box looked on the table. You know, it's that looks absolutely incredible. That looks incredible as well. And then you can take the cards out at the end and go into your trick. So that's all I'm going to play of that trailer. Now, in terms of, let's go through this in a structured way as possible. I will go into my demo of this in just a few short moments. Right, how did I feel when I first opened the box? Because there's been lots of debate about this. I've seen comments on the internet. I've seen another review kind of saying disappointing. And for me, I can honestly say I was not disappointed when I opened this box. I opened it up and inside was the instructions and then, of course, 2 gimmicks that I was quite surprised were fully made up. The gimmicks were well made and without watching the video, actually mine were working pretty well, but they are well made. They look like a deck of cards, each one, and very quickly you just look at the manufacturer of it and how well they've been put together. And I thought that actually is value for money, considering this product is £36.99. I felt that the actual gimmicks that you get inside here, the actual products and the boxes, the 2 gimmicks were definitely extremely well made and very accurate and seemed to look reliable, but we'll get on to whether they really are or not in a few moments. I then went to watch the routine, the video, which is about 16 minutes long, and for me, I found it very easy to follow. He is, I'm not sure where he's from, it sounded Spanish, but it's dubbed over and very, very well. So it is very clear. He goes through things step by step, and you will very quickly understand how to perform this. Now, I think there's been some whole controversy around the internet about how this product was saying, you know, false lies. It's ready to perform outside of the box straight away, and maybe neglected to say that there were another a final little setup you need to do with the box if you want to make it work really, really well. So here's a little clip of me performing it with the magnet version, which you get everything you need just to, you know, to make the little change required, and it is a little change. It's not a big amount of work or DIY. I'll go through that with you in a minute. And then I've got a video of me doing it without any of the setup, just with a regular deck of cards. So almost right out of the box as they advertise. So yeah, maybe there's a little bit of false advertising in some respects, or maybe they didn't mention it or neglected to mention that there is a bit of extra work. But for me, I'm not going to make any comment about that. Let's go on to the demo right now. Okay, now we're here at the demo part of the trick. I'm going to show it you with the magneted version and the unmagneted version. Is there such word? Magneted? I don't know. So here we have the deck of cards on display, ready to perform. Now, let's say when you're ready to go into it, you can show both sides very briefly and then make one deck of cards appear. Then you can take this up and make 2 decks of cards appear, and now you can go inside the box, pull out the cards, and go into your favorite trick. Being careful how you put down this box because it can't be fully examined. However, you know, that's not such a major issue. It's just one side of the box which cannot really be shown. However, would people really notice? I don't know if they would actually really notice too much of a difference, because at the end of the day, for the way I'm performing it, it's not a colour changing box routine, it's just boxes appearing different colours. So either way, you don't want to be showing one side of this box that you have prepared. Now let's get into doing this trick. Well, let's show you two things, the reset of it, and if you were to be doing this with a regular deck out of the box, which I think in the recent review somebody said that it can't be performed out of the box. They were lying and all this. I don't want to get into any of that. However, it can be performed out of the box. You just have to be very, very careful. And if you want to get the optimum performance out of this, the ease of use, then you have to do the extra little DIY, which I will describe to you more details in the main review. But here's just a cellophane brand new deck of cards. Bear in mind that I've not done the setup very often, but I can still remember. Let's just remember there. I say that, yeah, just took me 10 seconds to remember the way then. And now we're set up. So it is very quick, as long as you can just get your head around which way you have to do the setup. Now I am set up in a way that I can still show both sides. I can still do this to some degree, but I'm being a lot more careful about how I handle the cards. In terms of the actual routine, again, you have to be a little bit more careful, but from here, you can still do the exact same thing from here to here and here to here, and now you have the deck of cards ready to go. And yes, the side might have flashed then, or might be a different colour, but to be honest, it still looks great out of the box, can be performed. The thing you do have to be careful of is when you've made one appear, and you put it on the table or you put it in your pocket, how you handle this, you have to be really precise, because it's sliding around, and at the end of the day, if too much pressure is put, it might ruin the trick completely. So you have to be quite precise on how you hold it to make the second one appear. So while it, you know, I've only done this maybe 20 times, maybe less, and I picked it up almost, well, the actual reset about 3 minutes, 4 minutes of just getting my head around it, and then the actual performance side I did in about 4 times. I got it. Then I decided to make up the actual gimmicked version. The gimmicks making with the magnets took me about 5 minutes of my time. So yeah, that's enough in this part of the video. Let's get back to the main review. Okay, I'm back. So that was just me. I did a pre-recording just because while I think I could have done this live, if I do that, I have to record the whole thing. Whereas if I just do a quick clip of the actual product, then I don't have to do a complete reshoot if things go wrong. But luckily, they didn't. Well, they did once. Once I did it, I threw that, and it fell straight on the floor. Because when you're doing this movement, you want to make sure you do a good little flick of the wrist. Otherwise, sometimes it doesn't fold out completely. That's all I'm going to say. And then you ended up with giving away the secret. So first of all, you see me do it in 2 different ways. Now I'm showing you what the box looks like on the table. That's what it looks like on the table. So I personally, if I was performing this, I would only be performing this on Zoom, or I would be performing this in a parlour show. So if there was a parlour show and there were people even just 2.5, 3 feet away, I would do this trick. But then again, I have a lot of nerve. I can really go for things and control the environment and the situation. If you've not got that experience, then I would say it's more of a Zoom trick or something to be done from a little bit more distance. Because in my opinion, if this was on the side here and maybe I've got other props around, nobody's attention is on that box until the point when you actually do the trick. And the way I would perform the trick is very quick. Say, let's try something cool here. In fact, I've got a blue box here. And then I would go from there and do that. Oh, it looks really good. So I'd go into one, I go into another, and then put the boxes away as I'm going along. And really, it's flown by before they even get a chance to think about what's actually happening. And then there's no way they're going to examine everything, because I'm going to take them and take the cards out, put the other card in my pocket or throw it on the table over there, and now I'm straight into another trick. So for me, a parlour trick, it works very well as that, and it will work exceptionally on Zoom because you don't have to worry about them looking at the boxes too close and trying to figure out and see how it works. Certainly if people were in a certain distance and I made one appear and made another appear and I put them right at the front of the table there, then that's a no-no. They're going to go and grab that and realise that it's not quite as it seems. So for me, I'm not worrying about that too much. The look of the box, we could see from the edges. In fact, I'll do a close-up on top here. So let me just do a little reset, and I'll put the box here, and let's put the top view on just for a moment. So that is what it looks like from the top, the worst possible angle, but you're never going to be seeing it from the top. They're going to be looking at it more from a side angle like this. So yeah, it looks terrible from there, but that's not how it was designed. So for me, I really wouldn't worry about the fact it doesn't quite look like a real box because they're not going to be burning that deck of cards unless you allow them to. Unless you direct the attention and say, oh, look at this deck of cards, look very closely. It looks blue, doesn't it? Or, oh, look at the colour of this. Oh, you're not going to do that. So with the right management, I truly believe that this is a fantastic product. Now, you could see me performing this out of the box as well. It's not something I would probably recommend. I would spend the time to create the product and to actually put the 2 extra magnets you get with it. So when they say extra, they're not extras in leftover. You're using them if you are doing the trick with the gimmicked box. So you take a box and you have to put these in. It's pretty easy, but it took me 2 or 3 attempts at the first time to get it right. I had to pull it back out and try it a couple of times. It took me 3 or 4 attempts. Then with the final one, it was dead easy. So you got 2 magnets in the box. Your box is then set up, ready to go. And all in all, it works exactly as you expected it to work. It does the trick. And now that with the magnets on, I would still say that it's not 100% solid. So you still have to be careful when handling this. So you get used to holding the box, you get used to how you're doing it. I've got equal pressure on the sides here so that maybe nothing happens or pops out. And the same if I'm turning it, I'm doing a very blocky sort of turn. And from that, I have absolutely no problem. And again, when I'm transferring it to the grip ready to make them appear, I'm very precisely holding them ready to make them appear. So all in all, I don't foresee it being a problem. If you are an experienced magician or you're fairly good with cards, you'll be able to pick this up fairly quick. If you're maybe not so experienced, you're a beginner, you're going to have to work on the angles for this. You're going to have to work on the handling of it a little bit more. Now, the angles will work exactly as they say in, I think, the interview with Luke Dancy, is that it's from here to here. So it's kind of a good diagonal. You can't have people right behind you showing it. So again, for parlour, I'd just be turning the hand to the side either like this, or I'd just be turning slightly this way so that people over here and people over there are not going to be seeing it. If there was anyone sat here, then I wouldn't do the trick, simple as that. Or I would back like this and do it from here. So very much controlling the atmosphere. So am I disappointed with this product? As I said at the beginning, no, I'm not. The box is great, but the box means nothing. The tricks and the gimmicks you get are good. There's a couple of downsides, and one is I really, really, really wish that magic shops or creators of magic would actually go into the history of a trick, where it comes from. I didn't see one little bit of crediting in this, and that really annoys me. If I don't see some crediting of where this trick comes from, the originates, or where some similar effects are that are out there, because I have seen a similar one. Not identical, I'm sure the method's different, so correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks to be different in some respects because you've got a double production of cards, and I'm sure the way that they're made is different, and it probably is different in many ways, but it still performs the same sort of effect. So some credit to maybe where they were inspired from would be good from the very beginning, and there was none of that, and it seems to be like that with a lot of magic nowadays. So more crediting, please. Wherever you come from in the world, if you're creating a magic trick, it's only common courtesy to look back in the history and to credit those people who have helped you come up with this idea that's going to make you a fair bit of money when you're selling it. So that's my one downside to the product. Price-wise, I feel it's very fair, so I can't really say that that's a downside. There's going to be a little bit of finicky, a little bit of handling, which you're going to have to get used to. The box not looking right, I don't feel that's a downside. I feel that is it's what comes with the effect, and you just have to get over it. This is not a trick to be going out and doing in the pub around the corner here, right with people right here. It's not a close-up walk-around trick. It is more of that parlour piece, that trick when you're doing 10 minutes routine for 5 people here, and you want to hit them between the eyes really quickly at the beginning. So all in all, in terms of repair, I think he doesn't go into any details on how to repair the gimmicks. So you have to be careful. I'm going to be carrying these around super carefully and maybe make a special little box for them. But if I do that, I can see these lasting hundreds of performances, if not thousands, 1,000 maybe limit, but a lot of performances, as long as you're very careful with how you handle the boxes, how you handle the cards, and at the end of them you're putting them in your pocket carefully and you're not bending them, and then as soon as you've finished putting them back into the packets, I think it would last you a long time. That being said, it would be nice to have some details on how to fix the gimmicks, or at least some basic fixing of it, which I think he just lets you look at it yourself and kind of work it out, which is possible. But having a professional who's made millions of these just give you a bit of tuition on how to fix maybe the main parts of it would have perhaps been useful. But other than that, I know for a fact if I was performing this in a Zoom show, for instance, and I was going to do this regularly and it got great reactions, I'd probably buy 2 or 3 of these, because it pays for itself in the long term, and it saves me doing lots of gluing as well. So these are just my opinions. I would love to hear what you think of this product if you've got it in your hands. Please do leave a comment down below and let us know your thoughts on it. But for me, yep, there might have been a little bit of discrepancy in the ad copy, little bits here and there. And obviously trailers nowadays do seem to be fairly misleading. This one wasn't overly misleading. You can perform the effect as they show it. And you can perform it out of the box. But to get the maximum out of it, you just need to be doing the magnets, a bit of setup, that you have everything in there to be doing it. It takes you less than 5 minutes. So for me, it's not such a major problem. So I hope you enjoyed the review. I'm going to give you my rating out of 10. So because of the price of it, $36.99, and because everything is fully made up to a really high standard, I am going to give this quite simply oh, not that one there, this one here, 9 out of 10. So 9 out of 10 for triple helix. I think it's really good. I think on our website we might only have 1 or 2 left in stock, and then I think they're fully sold out right now as of this video. So you might have to wait for the next batch to come in. If you are interested in one, we'll get them as fast as any other magic shop out there, because most will be out of stock now. So please do back order it through us, Magic World. Please do click YouTube, like and subscribe. So if you've not done so already, like and subscribe. That just helps keep this channel going, and we've got lots more exciting reviews to come in the future. Now, just to let you know that Any Card by Richard Sanders is now back in stock. Some of you have been waiting for this for best part of nearly a year to come back, and it's now in the store. So it's in the description down below. If you want Any Card by Richard Sanders, you can get it right now from Magic World. And finally, we're going to do a little competition ready for next week's review show. And the competition, quite simply, is giving away 2 wonderful products, Magic World products, and they're going to be probably blistering and another trick, one that Dynamo carries around on his key rings, but 2 great effects we're going to give away. And all you got to do is leave a comment down below, like this channel and click the alert button, and share it. So follow, like and share. I guess that's pretty much the whole thing of it. Whoever's comments are in here, we're going to randomly select one of the winners from those comments, and the same maybe on Facebook too. So we've got 2 prizes going out in total. I really thank you for your support in this channel, for watching the review shows. Please do share it with all your magician friends. And make sure you click the like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next review show. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.